Just show you this F cancer. F cancer. This is an F cancer video. I'm still gay. F cancer. I know. But we're gonna live every moment. We're here with Kong. We're back in the spot where Kong spent 18 hours lost in the woods. Yeah, let me tell you a story. This is the backside of where I went through to find him. Yeah, you're getting the heat, you know. Don't be losing me. Don't be losing me in the sun now, guys. Come on then, guy. Alright, let me jump in. Hey, hop in there. Hop in. It's like, good. Yeah, I'm not like an athlete. What do you mean, getting? Put your front paws. I got this. I'm not that messed up. Alright, bud. Here we go. Oh, people low close. Kong needs chemo. Bro, this all look familiar? It's like, dude, don't even get me started. I spent the night in those bushes dead. There's where you were right up there, your sheds, bro. There's your sheds, there's where you'd bounce. That's where I found you, right there. Straight ahead. Found you up in that thicket, right behind that tree. You were big chilling. It's like, dude, I smell where I got lost. I don't like this. Whoa. Fucking Grenan's a crazy driver. I'm eating shit back here. It's like, yeah, I'm not stable right now. They got me drugged.
I never able to download it. Okay.
People's whole life.
My God, better. Yeah.
We are back here again. I'm going to tell this story throughout the day, but I'll probably revisit a couple little spots here and tell this little absolutely ridiculous story, but this is my first introduction to what's actually going on with this dog. We're going to try to not carry sorrow through this, and, I'm I've read a lot. I've seen a lot. I've seen dogs that have been 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years.
How are you?
So
I'm all right. Well,
positive energy, positive vibes.
This is not a disease that we, unfortunately, it's not a rare thing. You know, we see it every single day. I've seen lymphoma every single day for 17 years. Okay, so that's how common it is. Some breeds get it more often than others.
He's like, oh, don't let me off around here now, Dad. Don't let me go around here now. Hold on to me tight. Hold on to me tight, Dad. Or Mom, whoever's holding me, make sure you're holding.
You're a little wasted, Dad?
Dude, I can't be getting out around here again.
Good boy.
Handsome. Alright. Alright, I feel like I don't like it here. I got away here last time. I ran off. Bounced through this whole parking lot. I was out in those woods. I don't know about this shit.
He's a good boy. Oh, look.
He sees himself. You see yourself? That's a handsome fella right there. See, that's a good looking dog. That's a good looking dog in there. He's like, sure. Huh. Is that where the dogs go around here, huh? Okay.
I know.
It's like, okay, last time I was here, I ended up in the woods. I don't know.
Come right
No,
back
you
up.
don't want to do that.
Come on, bud. Poor guy looking like a fucking,
I know. I think that looks
looking like,
what are you doing?
looking like he's a devil, dude. He's like, what are you doing to me, guys? Don't keep an eye on them doors. Make sure that dog don't come bolting out now. I'm gonna get a head start. I'm at the vet right now. So this is kind of a crazy story. I don't even really know where to start, you know. Let me start at the beginning. What's up there, big guy? So, y'all know I'm always like, well, I'm like a real, I don't know, nothing makes me, I can't even think straight, really. As you can see, like, he's there, you know, he's good, but, we're, basically they told me that he has fucking lymphoma, okay? So that means, I probably shouldn't have even made this video, but I always just like to be honest with everybody. I don't hide anything, no matter what the fuck people say about me, no matter what shit they talk. I don't hide anything, ever. So, I want y'all to know, to think about he brings me so much joy. I'm gonna show Kong his pet cologne. Want some cologne? Oh wait, no. No. Want some pet cologne? No, I don't. Back up. It's like, dude, chill out. It's like mates. I don't want any. I don't want to smell good. I don't. Back up. Back up, I'll spray you. Ha! Ah, you're like threatening me. You're threatening me. Why are you threatening me? Ah, don't spray me with that. Ah, it's making me sneeze just thinking about it. I don't want any, Dad. I don't want any. Want some? No. Ah! Dude, I don't want any. You sure? Alright, I'll put it away. Ah! Back up. It's like kryptonite. I'll put it away. Back up, fool. Like, all right. Don't spray me. You ate my beef? You ate my Mongolian beef? Are you serious? Bro, that's not cute when you eat... You. Are you tired of something? I don't care. You ate my shit. You stupid smile. Look at your tail. You ate my shit. Off my counter. You ate my shit? Let me see. My shit. That was you. Yeah, you got sleep in your eyes. Guilty. Guilty. Dear you. Hey. Are you, what's the, are we showing each other teeth? They're just showing each other teeth. That's what we're doing. Like, just so much joy in my life. And he's okay, you know, like, it could be a year, 2 years. Obviously, I'm going to put everything I have into this, no matter what it is. Obviously, I'm going to do everything I can, but... I was about to leave. I was getting ready to go off to visit my franchises, so I was going to head out. So I was going to go to Georgia, and I was headed to North Carolina, and then Florida, and I was about to go on a little trip. And, you know, like, my spider senses were just kind of tingling. And, I'm trying to make light of it, but that's all I can really do is just make light of it and be positive and carry that kind of energy, you know. But anyways, I just felt like something was off, like something just felt off. And I told Lisa when I woke up, you know, I saw his leg was swollen. His leg was like, his back leg was really swelled. So, but I, you know, I mean, leg swole, you know, figure he might have like hurt himself or something. I mean, not the biggest deal, but for some reason I just felt like something was off. So I told her to cancel all my trips, and I wanted to bring him to the vet. Like, I wanted to be here for him to go to the vet. I don't know, I just had this feeling. I brought him to the vet, and a few hours later we found out that he has lymphoma, which is, yes, a form of cancer. So it's a pretty shitty situation that we found ourselves in pretty quickly, but it got a whole lot worse pretty fast. That made us kind of forget about everything that was going on for a second and just was going to like the ultimate panic. But anyways, so brought my dog right away, so I go to bring Kong to the specialist. So after I left my local vet and I found out, I got his blood counts and I found out, you know, what we were kind of dealing with, I find all the, you know, obviously we're going to bring him to some of the best vets in the country, and we're going to get him taken care of as quickly as we possibly can. So, Lisa's out there. She's like on the phone with different like holistic vets and different things. So the good thing about having such a reach is you can reach so many people. So as soon as the world found out, you know, that Kong was dealing with this, we've had tons of people suggesting things, and tons of people have come forward that have had dogs that have lived for so long and defied it. And so, you know, there's a lot of, like I said, positive out there, you know. And one of the good news is the dogs generally respond very well to this treatment. I just had a long listen with the vet here, and regardless of the situation with the dog being lost, which I will tell you as well, and yes, the dog was lost from the vet where I'm at again, but it has nothing to do with their actual knowledge and care of the dogs. This is one of the best vets in the country, and they're very great at what they do here. Now, protocol on how dogs go outside, we can have a different discussion about that. I think they should probably get a fence, but at the same time, things happen, and, you know, nobody's perfect, and, you know, it was an unfortunate circumstance. I'm speaking to you from I found my dog spot. If I didn't, I don't know how I would have been feeling about this. Well, I do know how I would be feeling about this, but we don't even have to go there because that's not what happened. We found the dog and everything was okay. It was an 18-hour. It was insane, but let me tell you guys that in a little bit. We found one of the best referral vets. It's about 3 hours away from us. So we came out here. dropped him off. I had him here for emergency, so I brought him here, dropped him off at night, and I drove the 3 hours home. I checked on him one time on my way back just to see, because we're like, I'll check on my dogs like 6 times, 7, 8, 9, 10 times throughout the night. So doing the 3 hours, I checked on him like an hour and a half later, and when I got home, as soon as I got home, about 10 minutes after I was out there, I called him again to check on him. And it was just weird. When I called, I was on hold for a really long time, and it just something felt off again. And they came back on the line, and they said that he had gotten away from them so basically he was somewhere out here, right? So that was the second stage of what we were dealing with right there, to where not only did I find out that my dog had cancer, my dog with cancer was now lost in the woods in the city. And this is 100%, like, I'll post some of the things that I posted about it. Showed you where he went into the woods, and I'm just going to run through. Once he gets back out of his first treatment, I gotta see him closer. But anyways, once he gets out of his first treatment, I'm gonna show you guys the area in where I was searching for this dog.
Seriously. Yeah, you see all these little teeny ones? Ding, 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 ding.
2 hits on him and
I found him right in there. He was like up like that side, but that's where they said he ran through, is right there. So it's like, do you remember this spot? He's like, I remember this spot. Yeah, so he ran from the vet, which is way over there, all the way over here. And then he went up in there. And when I actually found him, like, I went in from the other side, so I'm going to show you how I got in here. I didn't go in this way. This is the back side of where I went through to find him. When we got a call, I came all the way through the thicket from the back side, but I found him up there. And I'm going to go around to the front where I was. He was running around in this big power plant.
Come on.
But imagine losing your dog, like here. Imagine that, right? This is what happened. And on top of it, you got, you know, that them putting him out there like he's like an escaped like convict, you know, and he's like gonna like run up and harm everybody that he runs. Like, the dog's harmless. You know, but I guess because they had a experience with him in the vet where he was nervous and whatever. I mean, this is what was said to me. He turned and tried to bite, and that's why he got away. But I mean, again, this is what was said to me. I don't know. I can't confirm any of this. But at the end of the day, it's kind of a weird situation that I'm in, because it's, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of pieces to it. It's just kind of a weird position to be in. You know, like I said, I'm thankful for them, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, you know. And it's a big office, so we don't know who's who, but like labeling the dog as like this like convict and like he's aggressive, and it's like he's none of those things at all. So, you know, I didn't really appreciate any of that, especially this flyer went out that he was like a trained protection dog and he was dangerous, and like, it was basically like in an ad that was like, hide your children, like stay inside type of thing, where it was like, it's just this guy. It was just that guy out there, this big smiling dummy that you guys know was lost, scared as shit, freezing, lost somewhere here. Right? In a city. Highways and roads, and I'm gonna show you, we're gonna go to where he was. I'm gonna show you where he was. But yeah, anyways. Actually, I'm gonna go back and see if some of the guys there that were helping us look. Some of them didn't know that we found him, so we'll go back over there and just confirm that we found him and he's in the back of the truck. You guys to help us find him. Awesome, thank you, man.
I picked him up because I was gonna go back here. Find him.
Oh man, no, we found him. I'm surprised I didn't tell you that we found him. I found him right back by the vet, like right at the top of the hill where I thought he would be.
Okay.
And when
because I figured he probably cut through that way and tried to get around everybody.
Yeah, he was staying right around. He was staying right around in the same area.
Little sweetie. Oh, my wife is going to be so jealous. Oh, little baby.
Okay, I guess I got thorns on you.
Oh.
He's had his chemo, so he's a little bit like.
I know. Can I take a picture of him just show my wife?
Yeah, show him up. So you look like you. There you go. There you go.
Oh. My wife is obsessed with the dogs. She watches all the videos now that she knows. It's like, oh.
Yeah, thank you so
Loves the
much.
Smiles and.
Oh yeah.
That's a beautiful baby.
Yeah,
Dan's off today.
he had his first chemo today, so he's a little bit.
It's probably gonna get worse. I don't know if it kicks people's butts.
Yeah, he's just gonna go home and sleep it out, get a nap, right? This guy. Yeah, he was. I thought he was like hunched down in the bush when I saw him, but I figured he would be back. I figured he would be back over by where the vet was. So I just went straight through right from the woods in here. I just went straight into the woods.
Well, when I saw him coming back along the fuel line, it looked like he kind of cut into the pucker brushes, and it's like, well, your dad is right there, your mom's right there. Like,
yeah, I don't know where he went from there. I feel like that's when he might have went around and made all those tracks, and like where you guys have like all the asphalt or stuff or something there.
Yep.
He had tons of tracks through there.
Because I don't know if you heard me whistling and hitting my horn.
Yeah.
That's when I saw him.
Yeah.
And I could hear your voice, and I'm thinking...
I think he was just so spooked at that time, too, that, like, when he first saw me, he didn't come to me right away. He, like, looked at me, and he, like, for, like, maybe 5 seconds, and then he figured it out. And then he started smiling, and he came out of the bush.
There were so many people calling him that I think he was like, all right, who's who here?
Yeah.
I don't think he would have came out, like, and I would have had to find him. So he's looking around like, dude,
Well, I mean, I was getting a little nervous too, only because there were like coyotes around here. And of course, I don't think he'd have any problems with it.
Oh, I think they'd have a problem with him.
But
I would
there's
want
some
to
pretty
get
good-sized
stuff.
coyotes that run around here. And, just in case one of them got, really sick.
Yeah, no, we recovered you, fella. We found you. Oh, group effort. Got it done.
I even marched some veterinarian people through the coal yard, and I was surprised. They were in the little outfits with their patent leather shoes.
Yeah. Everybody was out. It was a little search party. We were out. So he was...
So we followed his tracks all through the coal yard, and they went up to the wood yard, and it's like, man, he's covered some territory.
Yeah, he was covered. He was a bit sore the next day. He slept a lot the next day. But he's good. He had one tick on him. I pulled the tick off, and those scratches on his face, obviously from running around in the bushes and stuff.
It's
But
pretty thick there. We used to cut this stuff back years back. But
yeah, where I went in, it was thick. I got some good slices on my legs too, but I didn't care. I'm gonna go right through this, and I felt like there was something that was just telling me I felt like he was back there, and there he was.
yeah, because I was thinking, well, there's a storm coming. So, and my wife wanted to go with me, and it's like, if for some reason I can get him in the truck, I'm not gonna have room for three.
Yeah. Right now he's like, I don't know. Last time I was here,
I saw this guy.
He's like, last time I was here, it wasn't good. He's like,
He was so cute. He just looked looks at me, and he's walking by and he's grumbling.
Yeah, he was just nervous, like, it's just...
I know, it didn't seem like he was angry at all. Of course, I used to work with attack dogs when I got on the Coast Guard.
Yeah.
I don't know, they all turned into babies when they were with me.
Well, that's what their initial thing, like, was with them, is because that's actually what, like, I do for work. That's what I do. I train protection dogs. That's, like, what I do. But he's not a trained dog, and that's what I was trying to say. He is just a regular dog, house dog. He has no training. He's just a regular dog, so he doesn't have any of that. And the thing is, it's like, it's a sad mark that protection dogs get because they're not rogue dogs, because they went through, you think about it, like, if a dog is ready for World War, regular life is like Disneyland. They're not spooked by nothing. They're like, he wouldn't care. They'd be totally normal, and they could care less when they're working dogs, you know. So they're much actually safer than regular dogs, you know. So
when I was with the guard dogs, they used to jump up on me and put their arms around me, and I'd hold them just so the other guard could walk away.
Yeah. But you know, it's definitely you know, a really emotional thing to deal with. Well, we just try to keep positive energy on it. Like, I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm gonna, like, not gonna, like, doom this dog. Like, you know, we're gonna beat this. You know, we're gonna defy this. That's what what I want for him. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put that type of energy into it. It's the only energy we're gonna put into it. Positive vibes. So in the comments, full cancer, positive vibes only.
Are you talking?
That's what we want. So.
No, I'm not.
But yeah, there's a lot to the story, so I'm gonna have to interject and put in different pieces here and there. This is the backside of where I went through to find him. When we got a call, he was right here. This is the first place. Oh, there's one of the guys that helped us. Hey. They said he was right here, right? So he was right here in this road. And I was like up there at the time, so I came running down and I was calling him, and Lisa was kind of up that way. But you can't see it anymore, obviously, because it's all froze. In there, I went all the way back to the back side of there. You see, all these are like mega thorns and all that too. But this is a power plant, and that's the other part of where he was at. So we first spotted him here, right? And then I couldn't get him here because I never saw him, but it was just a sighting of him. So I think he went up that way, and then I can't actually go into the plant because we were looking for the dog. It's the only way I could go in there. But I'll bring you down to like the railroad tracks. We can go down to the railroad track. I'll show you. We can't actually go into the power plant because it's a power plant, and the only reason why they let us in there is because we were looking for the dog. The second spot was right here. He was inside. He was down there in the road at first where I showed you, and then the guy started honking, and apparently he could see him in the thicket, in there, like inside of the thicket. He had an eye on him where he was like on this back fence. Yeah, but we're talking about you. He's like, yeah, I remember being in there. I was in there. So, like, I was really so hopeful when they saw him in there. I was like, okay, I'm about to go get him because they said they could see him. So I'm like, oh, if you could see him, like, I'm definitely gonna get him. But he'd been out overnight at this point. This was like the next day, so he was definitely spooked. And so I ran around there calling him. I never saw him when he was over there, but I ran around calling him, trying to call him, trying to get him to come out. But I actually never saw him in there. But I walked up and down back in here. So we were all in here calling, looking all around, looking for him. Never found him in there. So, but we were up here at these train tracks the first night. This was where he was. This was where Kong was. This is where I found him. It was at a power plant. Were you getting some radioactive waves, guy? Dude, it's hot right here. Turn the cool air on. So in there was like tons, there were so many footprints, and that's when I started thinking about it, where I was like, okay, footprints. That's what I gotta look for. I gotta look for his footprints. So I started just looking for his footprints everywhere where I was. And I started kind of seeing a little bit of a pattern. I walked all the way down this train track. I walked miles down this train track. Like, I walked down that train track for probably an hour, all the way down. And then all the way back, and then when we came back, that was when we got the first sighting. Right when I got back here is when we got the first sighting, and then he was over in the road over there. So, but at that point, I got to figure out that I knew he was staying in the general area. When I came in at night, it was really... Yeah, when I came in at night, it was really hard to, like, get a bearing of, like, where we, where we were, where I was. I had no idea. I hadn't been here. I didn't know, like, I don't know where the hell I was. So they just kind of, I had my friend out here looking. We called her. She lives like 20 minutes away. So she came out and she was looking before us because it was 3 hours for us. They called me at 11 and I didn't get back here till 2 o'clock in the morning, but when I got back here, like, I was just in a random development and my friend was with like one of the guys from the gas company just driving around in a truck looking. I didn't see like any police or a search party or nothing. I didn't see anybody. So I was pretty pissed off when I first pulled up because I thought there just wasn't much effort. But apparently there was a couple people out before that and there was a bit of a search party or whatever. But I was not so excited on what I pulled into. And I also had no idea where I was at, so I had no bearing of what the hell was going on. So I didn't know if he was just like running, or if he was staying in the same area. So the next day, getting the sighting of him being very close by the vet was really kind of, it was really positive news to hear that he was still close by. That means he was staying in the general vicinity. And I dealt with a lost dog before. I could tell this story at another time, but I know kind of the pattern of if they do stay in that general vicinity, then generally that's what they're going to do. And so at that point I started thinking like, okay, he's going to go back to the vet. That's where he's going to be. He's going to go back to that area. So I had that in my head, but we didn't really like execute that plan until like later in the day. We kind of just kept getting carried away with new ideas and looking here and finding more footprints and maybe he's here, maybe he's there, looking this. I mean, it was insane. It was panicked, like running around looking for him, crazy. Yeah, quite the experience, let me tell you. So I found Kong all the way back in there. And I'm going to tell you how I knew he was in there. Holy, look at I got nettles all over me and just... This guy's like, I don't know about anybody right now. Come on, I know, no one's going to chase you, bro. Just, we're getting in the car. Open the back. Come on. Put you in the car. We're going home, bro. We are going home. Excuse me, I'm a bit, just overtired and all, but overall, what an experience, though. But I just want to thank everybody that was involved, all the fans, all the people, the vet for helping out, everybody that, pitched in to get him back. I appreciate y'all. Salute to y'all. Love. Like I said, it's a bit of a weird situation, for a bit. And obviously I was pretty emotional and upset at different points during this. The thought of almost losing him so fast in that moment, man, if you didn't already appreciate the moments and appreciate the time, it just brought me back to just like I said in the beginning, let's not harp on sadness and let's love and have every day and be blessed for every day. And, we're going to beat this, we're going to beat this. And that's the overall narrative here. We're going to beat this. We are going to defy what they're saying. That's what we do. We defy shit. So that's what we're going to do. So, but I just wanted to thank everybody that was involved. Thank y'all for all the help, man. Thanks to the fans, man. And full cancer down in the comments, man. Kong strong. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. This was not obviously a good one, but like I said, we're not going to harp on sadness. It's just not. I'm just not going to do that. We got time, and we're going to enjoy that time. I love y'all.